At my girlfriend's birthday dinner, I paid for everything: dinner, drinks, venue. When I stepped into the hall to grab my jacket, I heard voices in the private room next door. I'm still shaking as I write this. Last night was supposed to be perfect. Booked this expensive private dining room for Kendall's 25th. Invited all her friends. Spent my entire savings account. Been saving for months. Worked double shifts at the warehouse just to afford this place. Even borrowed $200 from my roommate because I wanted everything to be perfect for her. This restaurant was her dream spot. She'd been dropping hints for weeks about how romantic it would be. The whole night felt weird though. Her friends kept whispering and giggling, phones constantly out. Kendall kept checking her makeup in her phone camera every 5 minutes, which isn't normal for her. She usually hates being on camera. When she asked me to get her jacket, I thought nothing of it. Walking past the next room, I heard Marissa's voice through the thin walls. What if he actually proposes tonight? Kendall's laugh was ice cold. Then I'll let him embarrass himself completely. Watch him get on one knee like a pathetic loser, then dump him right there in front of everyone. My blood froze. I pressed myself against the wall, hoping I misheard. He seriously thinks someone like me would marry someone like him? Please. I've been planning this breakup for weeks, just waiting for the right moment to make it memorable. You have to record it, another friend squealed. Already told my cousin to leave stream the whole thing. It's gonna be epic. Imagine his face when I reject him in front of everyone. They were all cackling like hyenas. Someone mentioned how they'd been planning this for days, how Kendall wanted to go out with a bang before she started dating some guy from her yoga class. I stood there holding her $300 jacket, realizing I'd been dating a complete stranger for 2 years. All those times she said she loved me. All those future plans we made. Complete lies. My hands were literally shaking. Part of me wanted to storm in there and confront her, but something told me to wait. I quickly pulled out my phone and started recording the conversation through the wall. Had to get proof of this insanity. Walked back in smiling like nothing happened. My heart was pounding so hard I thought everyone could hear it. Served dessert to everyone, made small talk with her friends who were barely containing their excitement. The whole time Kendall kept glancing at her cousin, who had her phone ready. Even asked the waiter to dim the lights for ambiance. Probably wanted better lighting for the humiliation video. Handed her the custom necklace I'd commissioned, her birthstone surrounded by tiny diamonds. Cost me 3 weeks' pay. She barely looked at it. Thanks, babe, she said dismissively, not even opening the box properly. That's when I noticed the ring box outline in my jacket pocket. The ring I'd been carrying around for a month, working up the courage to propose. Then I did something that surprised even me. Got down on one knee right there. Her eyes lit up with cruel excitement. Her cousin's phone was already recording. Her friends were trying not to smile. Kendall, I said loud enough for everyone to hear. This has been the most eye-opening night of my life. She was practically glowing, ready to deliver her rehearsed rejection speech. I pulled out my phone and hit play on the recording I'd made in the hallway. Her own voice filled the room. Watch him get on one knee like a pathetic loser, then dump him right there in front of everyone. The color drained from her face. Her friends went dead silent. Someone dropped their fork. He seriously thinks someone like me would marry someone like him? Kendall tried to grab my phone, but I held it away. Thank you, I stood up, pocketing the ring box, for showing me exactly who you really are before I made the biggest mistake of my life. Her cousin was still recording, mouth hanging open. Kendall looked around the table at her friends, who were all staring at their plates. Wait, I can explain, she started. Explain what? How you've been planning to humiliate me for weeks? How you're already seeing someone else? The room was dead silent except for my voice echoing from the phone. I grabbed my jacket and walked toward the door. Oh, and Kendall, you're right about one thing. Someone like you would never marry someone like me, because someone like me deserves better. Walked out to stunned silence. Got a text from her cousin an hour later. Dude, she's crying in the bathroom. Her friends all left. The video is everywhere. 2 days later, her best friend Marissa called me apologizing, saying she never thought Kendall would actually go through with it. Apparently half their friend group has stopped talking to her. Best $800 I ever spent.